Alright, here is the breakdown of what we need to do for on-site SEO for in-stock quotes, or city industrial supply, I guess. So I ran this little, whatchamacallit, web auditor tool, and the things that jumped out at me, we scored a 39 out of 100, but some of this stuff is because we're brand new. So the page rank, Alexa rank, that doesn't count. Index pages, that doesn't count. Favicon, that doesn't matter. Our load time's really good. And then if you go over here to, they call it Insight SEO for some reason. I don't know why they call it that, but so our URL is good. Our title is good as far as the length of characters. We don't have a meta description and we don't have meta keywords, so we need to do that. This is the thing that confuses me, is it's saying that we have two H1s, but I have no idea where the other second H1 is, but it's giving us a check mark, so it must not be that big of a deal. But as far as I know, this is the only H1 that's here. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but it's giving us a green check mark, so that's good. It's okay, I guess. So it says we found one image on this website with no alt attributes. So I'm assuming it's this, maybe. So we need to, if it is this, or we just need to basically go in and all the images, we need to go into the back end and put an alt image or alt text on it. And that's really easy to do. This is a little troublesome, and this is why I'm saying we need to put more content on there. So the text to HTML ratio, it says if your website's ratio of text to HTML is lower than 15%, that means your website probably needs more text content. Right now ours is 4.27%, okay, because there's just not a lot of content on there. Where we could put content would be right here. And we can just add another maybe paragraph or two if we could of content here, and what we could do is we could just write maybe 3 versions of, like 2 paragraphs with 3 versions, and the paragraphs could just be like nothing that takes away from the sale or the action, you know, up here, but it just fills it in a little bit better. Maybe write 3 different versions of the 2 paragraphs, so maybe like 200 more words, and then we can go in and we can spin that by hand, like sit there and tediously go through it, and then that way it will just come out and it will be super readable and really unique, and then we can just use that over and over again for all the other pages, so we don't have to worry about doing this for every page 60,000 times. We'll be able to do that. So that's what I mean by adding more content, and then our meta description and meta keywords. Those are the things that really just jumped out at me. With frames or flash, we're good. Website compliance, we're good. We don't have a sitemap, so that could be easily done with a plugin. But with that, it's actually important to do, because I'm going to build links to the sitemap. But ask the web guy, because I'm not sure how the sitemap is how it's gonna be set up, because of the way we're forwarding crap and having a whole bunch of subdomains and stuff like that. English is good. These things don't matter. Google Analytics is not on there. We can or can't put that on there, whatever you want to do. So that's good. And then none of this is going to be appropriate because we haven't done anything yet, but this is sort of kind of like what we'll never do this because it costs a lot of money and it's not worth it. But we will have a whole bunch of this and we will have a whole bunch of that when we get going. So basically, meta description, meta keywords, 200 words of content that can just be informational, doesn't take away from the sale, doesn't take the reader to somewhere else. Spin it. Maybe we'll write 3 versions of it and spin them tediously by hand, and then put them together to kind of like make a super blurb like we do for SEO, and then we could just use that super blurb for every one of these pages. And if we really could, maybe talk about DeWalt tools, and then we'll have like a DeWalt super spun whatever other, I forget what the other brands are, but you know what I mean, like have a super spun blurb for each one of our keywords, and then we'll just put them down here. I don't know if that's too much, but that would be awesome if we could do that. Alright, that is all.